Oh, this should be a fantastic stream. Oh, welcome to the present. If you just joining for the first time or you just stumbled onto my channel, do me a great favor by liking the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. What are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe and make sure you turn on your notification bell. Very, very important. Welcome to the present. Yes, it's a predominantly Arsenal channel, but we sometimes don't discuss other footballing uh conquests or we diversify to talk about other teams. But even though it's a predominantly footballing channel, I'm a football person. I watch a lot of matches, Man U, Man City, the Italian league, the Spanish league. But I watch predominantly the English Premiership, and I'm an Arsenal fan. But come on, I'm a football person, and I enjoy watching all leagues across the globe. So you're welcome once again. I like the video. You to like the video, very, very important. And make sure you subscribe, very, very important. So where do we start today? Where are we starting from today? Let's start from the fact that there have been too much hula baloo, a lot of nonsensical talk. We Arsenal have not been playing well. Arsenal have lost their mojo. They're not as effervescent as last season. No, Arsenal is not giving the way Arsenal was giving it to them last season. Very, what would be the right word? We were very aesthetically pleasing to watch, very fluid, consistent starting 11. We could actually name our starting 11 every time we play, and we're blatant teams. Mm, that is kind of true. But let's not forget, we've brought in a few new players to the squad. Let me make sure the audio is sounding out great. Yeah, the audio is fine. So let's not forget, we've added Declan Rice to the team. We added Kai Havertz. We brought in William Timber, who is unfortunately blighted with injury. Let's not forget they have a few injuries this season. We've not been as consistent in terms of availability of our key players. Jesus did not start the season with us because he had to actually go to clean up a surgery or he had on his knee the last time. Aside from that, Partey has been an out of the team. Kai Havertz trying to adapt to his new teammates. So Yuri Timber got injured when we're trying to modify him with the team. So there are a lot of things that we do not want to talk about that might be hindering the fluidity of the team, the smoothing of the team, and that's why we are not playing an aesthetically pleasing as we played last time. Or go for the fact that Arteta decided to be a little bit more conservative, which is not a bad thing to do. Yes, last season we're flamboyant, we're good to look at, we're good to watch, but what did we win? Because some Arsenal fans we actually pitched their tent with your position fans. Yeah, you played aesthetically pleasing football. You were very stylish, but what did you win? So sometimes the manager wants to rein it in and say, okay, why don't I take away a bit of the aesthetics? Be a bit more conservative, not too boring, not too expansive, but I want to bring in trophies. I want to win, especially when the Cronkies are actually being very, very generous with their wallet, opening their wallet and actually investing into the team. So you have to understand that managers are under pressure to deliver. They spent over £200 million this season. We brought in Raya, Kai, Declan Rice, Timber. That's a lot of investment. We know the English Premier League is a very, very tough league to crack and to win. Man City have been winning for the past 3 seasons. They've won 3 in a row. But look at the team. There's quality across board. Their playing staff is quality. Behind the scenes, they have quality from the sporting directors to the owner. They are being backed financially. They are being backed structural. Where everything at Man City is fantastic. Now we are trying to get to that level, and Man City are not stopping. So even though we need to compete with Man City, we still need a bit of luck that Man City have to drop a little bit. When Man City drops a little bit, you need to make sure you maximize the opportunity to catch up. And Arsenal have invested in their playing staff. It's not for Arteta to make sure he harnesses the best out of those players and produce results, produce performances, and produce trophies. So sometimes this chit chat and how we just make it seem as if it's so easy to just go on a run and win, knowing that the English Premiership is for me right now. Like, tell me another competitive league that beats the English Premiership right now. I'm waiting. The English Premiership is the most competitive league. Look at the Brighton squad, right? Look at whether you like it or not, they have decent quality. Look at Man City squad, the Arsenal squad, the Chelsea squad, full of talent, even though they are not blended right now. They don't producing kind of results that Chelsea fans will be happy with. But look at the squad in the English Premiership. Look at the budget most Premiership teams have compared to the entire the Italian league, the Spanish league, the French league. Look at the budget of those teams that are performing right now. So you have to show a bit of grace. You have to be more logical. You have to be more sensible when we are deliberating or having this conversation regarding how I want to win. I want Arsenal to still play the exciting football we played last season, more effervescent football, but I still want trophies. I want to win. So you have to have a healthy balance regarding those. So let's move to tomorrow's, no, tomorrow is Tuesday, Wednesday's Carabao Cup. Yes, we play West Ham in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. That will not be an easy match. Now we know West Ham lost against Everton on Sunday. That was a surprising loss for me because West Ham been doing a little bit. They've been decent this season. They've had a better start than they had the last time. Even though in the last few matches they've not been, the results have not been great. I think they lost in the Europa League, and they've lost in the league, and the playoffs on Wednesday. West Ham traditionally give us a bit of a hard time away, especially when we go to the London Stadium. Remember what happened to us in the league last season, where they came from a 2-0 deficit to draw that game 2-2. So even though we took their best player in Declan Rice, their captain, who is now pitching his tent with us, playing with us, I expect it to be a very difficult match, but I say expect our quality to still shine through and for us to get the desired result at West Ham. Now, we know at the weekend, Arteta had a bit of rotation in the squad. Likes of Kivior came in for Gabriel Magalhaes. We have Smith Rowe coming in as the 8th. We have Eddie coming in for the injured Jesus. I'm not sure Jesus will be fit for this game, especially regarding the statement made by Arteta during the press conference before the league match against Sheffield United that Jesus and Partey will be out for a few weeks. We know Arteta will not divulge every information regarding this team. He likes to be coy, he likes to play the mental game, the mental gymnastics. And as part of the game, I understand some of us Arsenal fans, even the Arsenal journalists, don't like it that Arteta is not always fought out to the truth all the time. But you have to understand the industry and the game. You don't want your opponent or your position to have a healthy grasp for what you're thinking. So I get Arsenal being coy or Arteta being coy regarding the same news. I don't think Jesus will be ready, even though he's rather rested for Newcastle game we have at the weekend. But we have to treat this game very seriously. West Ham can sometimes be a cup team because let's not forget they won the Europa Conference League last season, so they want to have a decent run in the cup games. But I want us to be very, very active. I think we have the squad to compete enough for competitions. I'm not saying Arsenal will win all the 4 competitions, but come on, we have the squad right now to actually compete very well. I expect the likes of Gabriel Magalhaes, who missed the match at the weekend against Sheffield United, to come back. We know West Ham will go a bit of physicality in Antonio. He might not be the smoothest striker, but we know he's going to work hard. He's going to run at your defense. He's going to impose himself. He's going to be very physical. So I'm not saying Kivior is bad. I like Kivior when it comes to passing, right? I think Kivior is a better passer of the ball than Gabriel Magalhaes. I think Kivior is a very good defender, but his physicality, I am not too sure. But we all know when it comes to rugged defending, a defender who is ready for the physical test, we know Gabriel Magalhaes is up there. When it comes to Kivior, if you remember what he did last season, I think against Sporting Lisbon away, physically he can be a bit suspect and dodgy. Even though when I saw him against Newcastle last season away at St. James's Park, he looked more better. But I would put my trust in Gabriel Magalhaes to be able to deal with the physical presence of the likes of Mikel Antonio that will actually be playing against us. So I expect Gabriel Magalhaes to get back to the team. I don't know if Arteta is going to want to rest Saliba. I think he deserves a rest. I think we can bring in likes of Ben White or Tomiyasu to pair up with Gabriel Magalhaes. The last game we beat Brentford away, it was Kivior and Gabriel Magalhaes, 2 left-sided defenders playing in the center half. So I don't know if Arteta might go for that. I'll be surprised if he goes for that. I won't be shocked if he decides to still go with like to Saliba the defense, because during international break he didn't go to play for the French team. so he had enough rest. So let's see what's going on the right back situation. I'm sure it's going to be either Ben White or Tomiyasu. I don't think you want to use a youngster in real waters as a right back, so I don't think in a midfield. Now, will Declan Rice be returning to his former club to play? Personally, for me, I love to rest him, but I think Arteta is very competitive. If you want to go further in this competition, I think he knows the likes of Man City are out. Newcastle or Man U, one of them will be out. So there's a good chance for us to actually go for that and win this trophy. So the midfield, Partey is not fit. He's not expected to be fit for this game. Jorginho against West Ham. I like Jorginho's technical ability, but does he have the legs to back up his footballing IQ? That is where the problem, because we also against Chelsea, he struggled physically. We know the likes of West Ham, they will want to dominate us physically. We saw it at the weekend when they struggled against Everton. You saw David Moyes revert back, right? So physically bringing like a Suchek back. So that's a tough one, but I will not be shocked if he brings Jorginho in the midfield. I expect Smith Rowe to be in the team. Fabio Vieira, technically very sound, physically still a bit dodgy. So I don't know whether he'll want to risk playing a Fabio Vieira, a Smith Rowe, and a Jorginho in that midfield. That skill and technical ability, but physicality is shocking and lacking. I don't think that Teta will want to go with that. I'm almost surprised if he decides to play Kai Havertz as one of the midfielders because he can do a job. Like Eddie Nketiah, still relishing and still enjoying the confidence he got from scoring a hat-trick at the weekend against Sheffield United. Yeah, some of you just say it's Sheffield United, but come on. If that was Holland scoring hat-trick against Sheffield United, people will be giving us all kinds of accolades and praises. So because Eddie Nketiah, somehow we want to demean it. Let's be fair across board. I understand you might not rate Eddie, but when you score a hat-trick in English Premiership, come on, you have something. So regardless of your opinion of Eddie, you still need to give him his flowers for scoring a hat-trick in the English Premiership. So I expect Eddie to start. On the wings, is going to rest Saka or play Saka? I don't know. Even though Saka is not played the full game against Sheffield United, it was brought out of the game, I think, in the 70th minute. So, yeah, for me, I had a decent rest. The likes of Martinelli, he was kicked and harried by Sheffield United defenders. I think he should be fit. I will play, at least, I expect to play either one of Martinelli or Saka on the wing. I think Reece Nelson should be playing in this game. I don't know, he can play either wing, so I expect Reece Nelson to play either from the left side of the attack or the right side of the attack. And in the midfield, it's going to be Smith Rowe, Kai, and Jorginho. I have a strong conviction that's going to play Jorginho against West Ham. And for West Ham's team, now they have Danny Ings, they have Mikel Antonio. I expect West Ham to go very strong. They think they can do something in the cup, they'll give it a go, especially when you are playing at home. I think they feel they have a strong chance. They have a decent squad, likes of Kudus, Bowen, Danny Ings, Mikel Antonio, Suchek in the midfield, Ward Prowse in the midfield. I don't rate him, but when it comes to set pieces, we know Ward Prowse can be very, very dangerous. So defensively, they have Agade, Zuma. They have a few players that are not top class, but come on, they are good, very, very, very good players. It should be a tough game. I still expect us to actually negotiate this game and win. I won't say comprehensively, but I think we can still beat them like a 2-0 or 3-1. I'll be shocked if we keep a clean sheet at West Ham because they will give it all, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. The only part of the pitch I dread a little bit is the 6, especially when we don't have Partey available. Playing Jorginho there, he has the brain, but the physical attribute to compete with the likes of Suchek, Alvarez, if he plays in the midfield of West Ham, and the Brazilian, I've forgotten his name, the one with the kind of a betting scandal, I've forgotten his name. You know what I'm talking about. That's my only problem. So I don't mind us risking Declan Rice for this game, because if we want to progress into the latter stage of the Carabao Cup, I think the likes of Declan Rice need to play, especially when Partey is not available. I don't think Jorginho can do it. It's not impossible, He can on Wednesday. Jorginho can actually play very well and negotiate himself technically, but physically, he's still a suspect. Now, when it comes to the goalkeeping situation, I expect Ramsdale to keep. I know Ateta will not want to take a Mickey by playing Raya. That will actually infuriate and rile up the British press who have been on his case regarding, oh, Raya just came and just took over Ramsdale. Ramsdale have not done a lot wrong. I get it, but this is competitive sports. When it comes to competitive sport, your emotionality, your support is out of the window. The manager, fortunately or unfortunately, has the final say. He has the right, he has the temerity to pick whom he wants to be his first choice. Now, do not fall for the PR by him when Ateta made it clear that he has to first choice goalkeeper. You know he just playing the media games, the PR games, just giving Ramsdale a soft landing. I'm sure they've had a conversation behind closed doors. Some of you might not like it. It is what it is. Whether either you like it or not, Ateta has made his choice. Whether you're in support of it or not, we all know Ramsdale is a popular character amongst the team. We all love our Ramsdale, but when it comes to competitive sport, no matter how you think it's just a modicum that Raya is just slightly better than Ramsdale, Raya is better, and the manager thinks it's better, the coaching staff think Raya is better. There's nothing you can do about it. Now, in the Carabao Cup, this is chance for Ramsdale to come and remind Ateta that he's still there. He's up for the competition against Raya. So it is what it is. I expect him to start. I'll be surprised if Ateta decides to take a Mickey and play Raya tomorrow. As in, I will know that he's actually taking a Mickey at the English press. So I expect Ramsdale rather to start the game on Wednesday against West Ham. It should be very interesting. It should be a very, very interesting match. So give me a moment. Let me see. So this match on Wednesday, West Ham versus Arsenal, very, very interesting match. So guys, let me know. Give me your predictions in the comment section. Who do you think will come on top? I'm going for a 3-1 win. I expect us to go with a relatively strong starting 11 and have some of our key players on the bench, if necessary, that we can actually pull up and call on if we need them. I think West Ham will give us a tough time. They're a very strong team, whether we like it or not, even though in the last two matches in Europe and in the Premier League, results have not gone their way, but they're not a horrible team. So I expect them to put their mettle, but I think our quality will shine through, and I expect us to win at the London Stadium at West Ham. So let me know in the comment section. Let me know your predictions. You are watching this on the playback. Leave your predictions in the comment section. So regarding setting, give me a minute.